Here we go. Hi, bud. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Morning Scone or Go. Hope y'all are having an awesome day, awesome morning. Off to a good start so far. LSU basketball today against Missouri. LSU baseball media day yesterday. People are hyped for this team.
Dad car.
Drew is hyped for Dada's car. He's got his cookie jammies on, right? You got your cookie jammies on? You say good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. That was very sweet.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. That's what we're working with, some good morning. Let's see. Craig Schilling, Jennifer Allen, Andrew Brister. Andrew, you weren't first. At least on my screen, it says Craig and Jennifer before you. Just saying, Doc.
Hi.
But maybe you might have been. Well, you know what? Maybe you were the first to comment, but your name didn't pop. That's odd. I don't know how it just. Hi. I don't know how it decides who.
That's
I don't know how. Let's not cancel anybody out here today. Okay. I got a message yesterday from Lawrence, who's a daily viewer, who said, "Hey man," he private messaged me. He said, "Hey, I haven't been getting the notifications for Morning Scone." Sure enough, block party from our friend over here. Hi. So if that happens to you, if you see, he was coming after. Oh, Andrew, he was coming after you. Oh, he was coming after you, Andrew. Hey, Drew.
Dad show.
This is Dad's show. Okay, you can watch. Stop blocking people. Andrew, he was coming after you, man. You were up there to be blocked. Glad I snagged it. Dale Broussard, I guess that's going to be our new thing. Cassidy, Brian Robert, good morning. Joe Juba, what's up, Joe Juba? Oh, man, Joe Juba, I'm jealous. Joe's in Dallas. If I was in Dallas right now, I'd do more in Scone. I'd go to Breadwinners, give me some brunch. Whew, that'd be good this morning. Mark Allen, Robert Grimion, Rusty Abear, what's up? George Rittmeyer, what's up? Jennifer Bunnell or Bunnell? Let's go with Bunnell. 2 L's, Bunnell. Hey, Charlie Gale, good morning. Trivia, good morning. Here he comes.
Dad show.
Hey, what's on your jammies? Those cookies? Yeah, cookies. That was a real sneeze that time. Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you, Drew. That was so polite. Bless you. Hey, you watching Sesame Street?
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you. Okay. That was very polite. Thank you, Drew, for saying bless you. It was very polite. Love you.
Dad car.
Drew was up today from 3 to 5 a.m. And then he finally went back to sleep, and then he woke up at 7:10 a.m. It was up for good.
Dad car.
Dada's car. After Dad's show, we'll go for a ride in Dada's car. Just think about that. So yesterday, Mama took Drew to Home Depot, of course, on Fridays, and they gave him a little kid's Home Depot apron. So sweet. Let's see, Brian. On our way to Disney, having morning scone playing Eastbound and Down, trying to convert the wife and daughter. Hey, Brian, if I can't do it talking sports, maybe Drew can do it running around saying, "Come on, gang." Hey, Bob Simo, good morning. Let's see. Bob Kubrick, good morning. Kyle Kling, James Tyrone. All right, we got some basketball today, y'all. Y'all gonna watch LSU today? I love the 5 o'clock tip on Saturday. I love it. You kind of go do your thing, you know, sleep, get your honeydews. Kids got, you know, basketball or baseball or soccer or whatever. You can go get all that done in the morning. You'll relax, have some lunch. You relax in your afternoon, catch a nap. If you wake up 5 o'clock, you know, watch the game. Game's only 2 hours. Finish, catch some dinner. I love the 5 o'clock tip. I think it's great. So LSU, Missouri, great chance for LSU to move to 6-0 today in conference. I don't know how much we talked about this yesterday on Morning Scone, but talked about it on. I did the preview for.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. I did the preview for Locked on LSU, and then bless you, and then on AFR we talked about it too.
Mwah.
What? Nah.
Mwah.
Missouri is dead last in the SEC in scoring. They're dead last in the SEC in rebounding. They are first in the SEC in three-point shooting. It's weird. They're the best three-point shooting team, but they're the worst scoring team, which basically tells you if it's not three, they can't make it. H-E-B. Did you like going to H-E-B in Houston, Texas?
Coffee.
Daddy is drinking coffee. Very good. Hey.
Dada.
Hey, we'll go after Dad's show. We'll go for a ride in Dad's car. Where you want to go?
Coffee.
You want to go get coffee? Well, Daddy's drinking his coffee. Oh, you want to go get coffee for Mommy? Okay, he's going to go check out Sesame Street. That gives me an opportunity to answer your questions and address your comments. Let's see. James Tyrone in Nashville. Jeb Bruno, good morning. Hey, can y'all do me a favor? This is an odd request. And I just thought of it because James just said good morning from Nashville. If y'all could post, it's kind of like a roll call. I know that sounds silly, but where you're watching from, that would be helpful. Because I can't look into the metrics of, like, it doesn't have like a heat map of where everybody's watching on the metrics, but I'd like to know, for obviously when Boudreaux's sponsored the show, like it works so well regardless because they were in e-commerce, but they have an e-commerce segment of their business. So even if you, like James in Nashville, could order it online, right? But I just find I'm curious to know where everybody is. Are we predominantly all in Baton Rouge? Are we kind of predominantly all in Louisiana, or are we we all over the place? Coffee. Oh, I forgot to hit the share button. Hopefully y'all will hit the share button as well. Boom. Share public. Hopefully y'all will do that as well. Share. What?
Beach football.
I heard Baby Shark and football in there.
Walk.
Did I hear Baby Shark and football and walk? Are you walking? Walk. I definitely heard Baby Shark and football mixed in there. There you go. I'll remind you, that's a kid that went to bed at close to 11 o'clock at night, was up from 3 to 5 a.m., and then got up for good at 7:10. Why doesn't he need to sleep? I don't understand this. Why does this kid not have to sleep? Kids sleep. Why doesn't he sleep? I don't get it. Anyway, Craig Schilling, Drew waving that Mutombo finger. Block. He kind of is, man. Oh, man. Eric Sonier, good morning. Dan Dakota, Go Tigers, big game today. Yeah, man, it's one of those where I checked Missouri's net ranking yesterday. They were 81. So if LSU wins, it would be a quadrant 2 road win, which take it. But the thing you got to avoid, because I think Missouri's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. The thing you got to avoid, of course, are bad losses. Even though this is a road game, this would be a bad loss. Will Wade mentioned it yesterday. every road team in the league this week has lost, except for Tennessee, which needed overtime to beat the worst team in the league. So, something in the water, y'all. Go take care of your business, you know what I mean? Mark Allen, I've heard several times you reference fans say you're not an LSU fan. I just don't get that. Personally, me personally, but I don't want sunshine and roses. Well, what is that? Oat. What do you have?
Mickey.
Mickey. That is a little Mickey Mouse clubhouse. Elevator. Well, Kevin Scarborough, what's up, man? Scott Rodriguez, Chuck Sanchez, Don Bolton, Dale Mondo blast the pole vault record. Not is anybody surprised by that? But I want to go back. I think it was Mark who made the comment about people saying I'm not an LSU fan. Maybe I need to start doing my chicken. Oh, you want chickens?
Robert.
You want Robert? Okay, let me make this off here real quick. So, I will address this, and maybe I should start doing my daily scone. I did a podcast every day, not the Locked On podcast, but I did a podcast called Daily Scone, where it was not sports, it was a media podcast. It was sort of explaining, just different things in media that. Mama's phone.
Chicken.
Do you want to see chickens? Okay, Daddy will put on the chickens for you. And anyway, I basically answered a lot of questions like that. So just as an FYI, in sports radio, so like in my business, 98% of an audience, 98% of our audience will never call, will never interact, ever. 98%. So that means only 2% of the audience would ever pick up the phone. Chicken would ever pick up a phone and call. Whether they love you, hate you, whatever. Only 2%. So, what most people don't see is, hang on. What most people don't see is the overwhelming number of emails or private messages that I get from people that are super complimentary. I'll read one to you right now, as a matter of fact, that I got on Facebook last night. I won't use the guy's name, but I'll read it to you right here. So, like, people can see, like, anonymous people on Twitter be stupid. But how about, this was a private message on Facebook. Hey, Matt, just wanted to take a second and let you know how much I really enjoy all your shows. The transparency and reality in which you use every day is super refreshing and really entertaining. I know I'm not anyone to you, but I do appreciate the interaction you have with your listeners. I found you on 104.9 simulcast in Thibodeau about 5 years ago and was totally bummed when I started working in Homa again. I was stoked when y'all struck a deal with 100.3, and now I tune in every day. I don't really expect a response from this, but just wanted to shout you out and let you know that what you do is appreciated. Sincerely, just a dude that loves sports, he wrote. And of course I replied to him. But my point is, like, I get those all the time. I see our ratings, I see our sponsorships. There's so many ways to evaluate a response from your audience and what resonates, aside from if someone's an angry caller who says you hate LSU. Like, that guy's an outlier. Usually the outliers are just really loud. So I honestly just don't sweat it. Look at my office, for God's sakes. I got it. All right, that's the 03 championship. Those are all my ticket stubs from the 03 championship. I got, before I even knew him personally, I got Jacob Hester on my wall right there. I mean, there's a picture of me and my buddy after we stormed the field against Auburn. I got my dirt from that game right there. You hate LSU. I hate LSU. Kiss my I hate LSU. I laugh at it. It's like it's the most laughable thing. I probably love LSU too much. I'm not just talking about the sports teams. I mean, the university. I love it. It's my alma mater. It helped mold me. Yeah. Anyway, Jeb Bruno, Lake. Okay, cool. Y'all are putting where you're watching. Lakeview, North Carolina, Homa. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Oh no, what did I do? I went to the very bottom. Come on back. New Orleans, West Bank. I love that. Denham, Pierre Part, Watson Central, Livonia. Okay, good. This area. BR Central. So mostly Baton Rouge, New Orleans. That's cool. We'll get some North Carolinas. North Carolina. Good morning, rise up. Franklinton. Chicken. Gonzales. Thanks, Geraldine.
Chicken.
Hey, David Ferd. Good morning. South Beach. Oh, cat. Okay, chicken. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. Good to know. Thank you, guys and gals. What's up, Pops? Good morning. Trey Dykes, Chad Chenevert, Mark Vitanovich. Good morning. Pelicans and NOLA at 5 o'clock versus Spurs. Will they make the playoffs? Mark, okay, I will indulge your Pelicans question today, Mark. I think the Pelicans will make the playoffs. As I mentioned yesterday, and I didn't check the standings this morning, but we're only 4 games out of the 8 seed. 6.5 games out of 4, which means they'd be hosting a first-round playoff game. I believe at some point Anthony Davis, like a distance runner, will kick. Like what James Harden is doing right now, scoring 40 a night. Like, eventually Anthony Davis is going to do what he did late last year when Boogie went down and just take over. They will get Mirotic back healthy. I think Drew will round into form. Elfrid Payton, the whole, and I haven't watched him a ton this year, admittedly, but I'm kind of banking on the fact that I know who Anthony Davis is, and they'll kick eventually, and they'll make the playoffs. Just my opinion. Sleep is for the weak, Team Drew. George got a 2-year-old, you know the feeling. Golly. I'm so envious of some people who are like, yeah, my kid goes to bed at 8 and wakes up the next morning at about, 8 or 9. I'm like, huh? What? You have a life. Hunter Burns, good morning. Justin Jones, what's up? Bentley Spears, got to get Hilliard back in form. Kid's a game changer. Talking about Mikhail Hilliard. It's interesting, Bentley. I hope Mikhail gets right and can contribute on this team. The reality is, man, he would be a nice change of pace because he can throw the off-speed stuff. But he's not going to be in the rotation this year. Monero even said it yesterday. It's Hess Marshall Robert. Oh, you want Robert?
Chicken.
You want chicken or Robert?
Chicken.
You want chickens? Okay. Well, chickens are still on. That is chickens. What are you talking about? Crazy kid. Anyway, but for me, I think it speaks volumes about the depth and talent on this staff when a guy like Hilliard, who was your most consistent pitcher last year, they're going to struggle to find a role for him. All those years when you'd watch Florida play, you watch Vandy play, and it's like they just keep rolling guys out there. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you want chicken? Does anybody else have a kid who chants chicken because they want the Blake Griffin skit where he clucks like a chicken on Sesame Street? For years, LSU baseball fans have always looked at me like, why does Vandy have and Florida have 5 guys that all throw 97? Well, LSU's got them now. Like, that's this class. That's Jaden Hill. That's Cole Henry. That's Landon Marceau. Of course, you got Zach Hess back at the front of your rotation. I mean, Peterson's going to throw 95 to close it. I mean, they're going to be a tough out, bro. LSU's going to be really good this year. And they're going to hit. Let's see. Carrie Poston, good morning. Tyler Hales, good morning. Scott Watson, what's up? Lindsay Scheck-Snyder, hey Lindsay, good morning. David Furr, Caleb Gilbert, still in the mix as the bullpen guy. It's kind of the same thing, man. You know, we talked about that yesterday with Dad's car. After Dad's show, we'll go for a ride in Dad's car.
Coffee.
And we'll go get coffee. And Gala?
Mama's phone.
Did you look at Mama's phone yesterday?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You watched Laurel. Wait, well, we make sweet sounds, though, don't we? We don't make that sound that Mommy doesn't like. There's a video of my little niece, Laurel, my sister's little girl. And she was just a little baby. She was, like, whining on the video. And so he says, Laurel. And he makes this, like, shrill crying sound. And Erica doesn't like it, so... Okay. There he goes. Here you go. Let's see. I know one projection had them as a 5 seed. How many wins do you think they need for a 4 or 3? Thanks. I'm not sure I would even go total wins. I think I would say conference record. If they end up 15-3 in conference, I think they could bump up to the 3 or 4 line. I think that's super lofty considering you've got at State, home against Auburn, at Kentucky, Auburn. Florida's not having a great year, but you got 2 against Florida remaining. I mean, there's potholes along the way. I said before the season, I thought this team, if they started 7-1, that they could go 12-6 in conference. I would love to see them go 13-5. It's if they keep at this pace though, and well, let me rephrase that. They're obviously not going to keep at this pace, but if they avoid bad losses, let's say they lose at Kentucky, home games to Tennessee and Auburn, that's 3, and somewhere else along the way they slip up, and so that they're 14-4 in the league. They're 14-4 in the league, and you go to the SC basketball tournament, maybe you play into the weekend and, you know, maybe play in the title game. Yeah, they could be a 4 seed.
Chicken.
Or 3 seed.
Chicken.
Chicken. Oh, I'm sorry. So you want chicken. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. You know, and the reason I would tell you wins isn't like it used to be, you know, 20 wins. You know, you want to hit the benchmark. Remember a few years ago, South Carolina won like 26 games, and they didn't get in the tournament because Frank Martin had just loaded up the schedule with a bunch of nobodies in the pre-conference, and the committee was like, "Yeah, we're not fooled." You know, they were like 500 in the league, and they didn't get in. So I don't think it's so much wins, like a total. I'd look at conference wins, similar like to the SEC, right? Like in baseball, you go 20-10, you're a national seed. I mean, there might be random years where there are exceptions to that rule, but you go 20-10 in the SEC. That's why I always tell y'all about the midweek games. I know that's become a thing, but it's just like take care of your business in conference play. That's what matters. Let's see, Lonnie Roddy. Good morning, David Furr. I think most people you get you're an LSU guy. You just call it like you see it. Should be difficult to get. Most people do, David. It's true. You're right. The overwhelming majority. Whoa. Make no mistake. If people didn't get that, people wouldn't listen to my show. Like I wouldn't have a job. Like it's just the overwhelming majority or just a silent majority. But that's okay. I know that, and I never internalize the negativity. It's just I know it's a hard thing to explain because that does bother a lot of people, but it's why it's a job not everybody could do because you do a lot of that, but I just don't care. I come home every night. I got a wife and a kid that love me. My bosses support me. I love what I do. I get great messages of overwhelming support. And there's too much good. I get too much good stuff going on in my life to worry about what Tiger Guy 84 because he thinks I'm an a-hole because I said I think they're gonna lose a game. Thanks, Tiger Guy 84. Enjoy your day. Whatever, man. I want to go play with my kid. Anyway, Chris Proctor. Good morning. Justin Nicholson. Whoa.
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 Dadaka.
Justin Nicholson, who runs the Not Moscona Twitter account. They're hilarious. Don't know. I don't follow that account. People are asking me about that now more often, but I honestly have no idea who does it. George, just not a sunshine pumper. And most people get it. Randy Dapdoob, I don't understand why there isn't any outrage to get a new Pels coach. It's a good question, Randy. Mostly apathy. Also, do you really think changing coaches right now? What? Dadakar?
Home Depot.
Home Depot. Hey, did you get an apron at Home Depot yesterday with Mama? Anyway, I gave him a little orange, like, kid's apron. It says Drew on it. It's cute. Let's see. Stephen Miller. The huddle is greater than the phone? The huddle is greater than the phone? But yeah, keep up the great content. Oh, like phone calls? Oh. That's another thing. Like, Stephen, the huddle. I mean, the unique users in that. Like, you talk about, like, not the total number of posts, but like the unique individual users in the huddle. It's a low number, man. Because you have a lot of back and forth, like infighting. For those who don't know, the huddle is like a conversation piece in our radio station app. It's like the forum. And you got a lot of the regulars that just, for lack of better phrasing, bitching each other all the time. What? Alphabet race? You an alphabet race? Okay. And it runs off people who would otherwise be users. Let's see if I can find somebody's alphabet race. All right, alphabet race. So, anyways, so like that's another reason why, like, I don't jump in that pool and play a whole bunch, man. It's just not where the attention is. Like, Rusty Setitall, Lucas Hornsby, good morning. Now, tell, like, the huddle is great for, like, when we do Ask Ryan. I think guys and gals are creative, ask good questions. They get that interaction where we can go rapid fire. Want to do like Q&A stuff? It's great for that, for sure. Let's see, Andrew Brister. So since you have Hester memorabilia, did you ever get, what did that say? Andrew, I'm sorry, man. Alphabet race. That comment scrolled all that. I think it said, did you ever get him to sign it? No. My wife gave me that. We were dating still. She found that picture. It's a really cool picture. It's Hester. It was the game-winning touchdown against Florida in 07, and he's like, someone got a shot down the line, the goal line, and so he's like laying. He's got Florida guys on top of him. He's looking down the line. It's a pretty sweet pic. I mean, it is. She gave me that. I want to say 09. I mean, I've had that 10 years. And I don't think, and I've never gotten, like, I don't think I've won anything. I mean, especially now it's weird. It's like Hester. I is a friend. I mean, like, would you go up to your friend and ask him to autograph something? I mean, anyway. Chris Keller, man, I am so behind now. Let's see, Reserve, Harahan. Oh, Steven, I watched last night, man. Bama beats LSU in gymnastics. No, they got the other way around. LSU won last night. Bama did beat LSU. LSU beat Bama in gymnastics. I watched it last night. It's so strange, man, because, like, so our two of our little nieces are, like, big into gymnastics now, like the the LSU kids thing. Like, one of them is 8, just turned 8. The other's 11, and so they're big. They go all over and do these meets and everything. So we've all, like, as a family gotten into gymnastics to watch them and compete and everything.
Yeah.
So Erica had only the last 2 Fridays we had the gym meets on TV here.
ACB.
ACB. Hi, Angel. I love you.
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
Daddy what? Daddy what? Huh?
Daddy car.
Daddy's car.
And
Stephen Nicholson just shot the bull with Terrio. Were you at the gas station getting breakfast? I bet he was getting kolaches. I bet.
Beep beep beep. Oh beep beep beep. Oh good down. Oh beep beep beep.
Okay. Drew's hanging out in his cookie jammies today. There's Lawrence. Glad to be back after the Drew monster blocked me. Lawrence, he blocked you, man. I went back and checked. He had Andrew Brister in his sights this morning too, man. I snagged it before he did. Ralphie. Oh, you fired up because you see Ralphie? Ralphie.
Walk.
Oh, you want Ralphie? Walk.
On the boat. Daddy car.
I love you. Dada's car.
Daddy car.
After Dad's show, then we'll go for a ride in Dada's car. How about that?
Coffee.
And we'll go get coffee. And Gayla? Well, you'll see Gayla on Friday. Gayla's his physical therapist. Next Friday, you'll see Miss Gayla.
Mama.
And you'll see Mama.
Yeah.
And you'll see Laurel. He's crazy. He is crazy. Eric. Eric said he's from Thibodeau. He said, you need me to hunt down Dwayne and shake him down for your cash. Yes, I do, Eric. If for nothing else, for the radio bit, because that would be awesome. Carrie Hughes, good morning. That dude's kid is an outlier, Matt. I've got 5 and 9-year-old. I've written sleep off for the next dozen years. Good to know. Glenn Hayes, Matt, sorry for almost knocking you over last night as you were waiting for your takeout at Sammy's. Listen to your show daily. Keep up the good work. Glenn, you should have said hello, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't remember you knocking me over, but I was you know what I was doing? Like, that's how I spend so much of my time reading, like, my comments on Facebook and Twitter and responding to everybody. That's what I was doing on my phone. I wish you'd say, man, if you see me somewhere, man, say hello. Goodness. But thank you. Jason Bourgeois, good morning. Chipper Noel, good morning. Could Hilliard be a long reliever? I absolutely think so. I think he'd be awesome. Situational righty, 100%, I think so. For a fourth starter, depending on what the other guys do, yeah. Was talking to Slimbo yesterday and was thinking Hilliard may be the wild card on the weekend for long relief. I think that's very plausible if he comes back healthy, and I would love him in that role considering he's got the experience. And I'll give you an example, a counter example. So Jaden Hill. Jaden Hill's a freshman from Arkansas, big physical, good-looking kid. He hit 2 guys in fall ball on consecutive pitches, but he hit him throwing 98. So, he's got some serious arm talent. Can he harness it? What happens when you're on the road against, well, A&M comes here, but if you're on the road against Arkansas or, Florida comes here as well, Ole Miss, whatever, if you're on the road in one of those tough venues in the SEC and bases loaded and you can't find a strike zone, how do you handle it? Well, I know how Mikael Hilliard's going to handle it. I've seen him do it. You wonder about that with the freshman for sure. Jennifer Allen, my 16-year-old still doesn't sleep. Bed at 12, up at 4:30. Don't tell me that, Jennifer. No. Oh, gosh. Jason Bourgeois, is Marcel lefty or righty? A righty. So here's the odd thing about this pitching staff, and I asked Maneri about this yesterday. They only have 1 lefty on the entire staff. It's a kid named Easton McMurray, and he's hurt. He may not pitch this year. So they, literally, they may not have a left-handed arm this year. It's a weird thing. Hey, Libby, good morning. Shelby, feel bad for the 2 guys that he'll hit at 98. Yeah, man. I hope Cabrera doesn't hit that sophomore slump. How do you think Watson does this year? I think Watson's going to be awesome. They've tweaked some things with his swing. I think Watson's going to be great. And Cabrera has done a ton of work at traction with Terrio. I first met Daniel when he was still at John Curtis, before he came and spent his senior year at Parkview, and because he would drive from River Ridge up to traction to train there, and work with Terrio. So he, if Terrio tells me, Coach, he would tell me, this is a problem. He's got to watch out for that. I'm worried about this. He's not focused on whatever. Yeah, my only question, because the league has seen Cabrera, they will counter. They'll pitch to him a certain way, right? They'll look for tendencies or weaknesses. He's going to have to react as well. And I think that's as much on scouting and all that stuff. But LSU's got such advanced scouting now, too. It's crazy. Did you hear Cole Freeman, when he was on the show a couple weeks ago, he talked about that. He's like, I go to, he said one of the biggest differences is, they go to a game, for LSU, it's like, we get a full scouting report. I would know tendencies, percentage, every count, like this pitcher in a 2-2 count against a righty, he'll throw his fastball this percentage, his changeup this percentage, where, like, he gets a full detailed scouting report at LSU. He goes to minor leagues. He's like, well, most of the guys I'm playing with are 18, 19-year-old prospects. None of them have ever seen scouting reports that detailed. So he's like, I'm not getting scouting reports. Like, I had to go beg for scouting reports. So my point is, like, LSU has such advanced scouting that I think the entirety of the staff will help along with all that. Robbie, Matt, what's going on with Weeby on Super Bowl night? What's the website again? Good on you for asking. It's boycottbowl.com. So Fifth Ward Weeby, Partners in Crime, a couple of NOLA Bounce legends. They were on AFR yesterday. They're organizing a concert for NORD, the New Orleans Recreation Department, to get kids who want to play sports, like get them the equipment they need and all that stuff. They're organizing a concert that competes with the Super Bowl. So for people that are ticked and don't want to watch the Super Bowl and you want something to do, they're putting on this show they call the Boycott Bowl. So boycottbowl.com for all the info on it. They got some, the number of people, the artists that got committed already, crazy. It's gonna be great. Dad car. So y'all spread the word, man. Jason Bourgeois enjoyed the Scone roll last night, Ichiban. Thank you, Jason Bourgeois. It really is good. Don't you do it. Hey. Oh, you were trying to block Pawpaw. Oh, you were trying to block Pawpaw. No, my Mama on Pawpaw. Daddy's car. Grammy.
Mama for.
Who else do you know?
Yeah.
Laurel. Who else do you know? Do you know Bimo and Kayla and Anthony, Maria, and Dominic, and Laurel. And who goes with Laurel? Aiden. Very good. Morgan and Lily. Very good. You go through the whole family. Grammy and who else? Who goes with Grammy? Gramps. Very good. Very good, Drew.
Dad's car.
Okay, we'll go in Dad's car after Dad's show.
Daddy's car.
Daddy's car.
Grammy
and Gramps. Very good.
Bimo and Kayla.
And Bimo and Kayla. Bimo's my brother Brian.
Aiden.
His wife is Kayla. Aiden. Who goes with Aiden?
Morgan.
Morgan is Aiden's daddy. Very good. Who else? Does Lily go with Aiden?
Elevator.
And the elevator. Yes, the elevator. That was bound to only last so long. Elevator. They did good. Let's see. Lonnie Terrell, any projections on the LSU players in the draft? You talking about football or baseball or basketball? I don't know what sport you're talking about. Sorry, man. Reply on that one and I'll answer. Good morning, sir, to the rest of you great Americans. Thank you, Lowell. Good morning. Trivia. My 2-year-old daughter woke up this morning at 5:45, jumped my bed to wake up my wife, then lays on me to fall back asleep. I've been stuck in the spot since. I've been stuck. I'm so hungry, but I don't want to wake her up. Trivia, that is so sweet, man. Oh, man. That is so sweet. But, dude, it's one of those things where, man, you just... enjoy those moments, huh? When they're that small and they'll sleep on you. Drew is doing fake yawns now. That was a real sneeze. Did you? Big sneeze. Bless you. But did you big yawn? Hey, did you big?
Bless you.
Hey, did you big yawn? Bless you. Did you big yawn? Hey, big yawn. Oh. Did y'all see that? Oh my God.
I got Daddy's car.
Daddy's car.
Alphabet.
Alphabet race.
Alphabet.
Alphabet race.
1, 3.
Ralphie. Home Depot. Okay. He's crazy. Crazy little kid. But we love him. All right. Vicky Robber. We did this before, Vicky. I think I said Raber, and then went like Robber. I think R-A-U would be, or Rober? Robber. We did this before, and I can't remember what I settled on, Vicky. Let's see. Pete, testimony to how good you are on the radio. I'm from New Jersey, living on the West Bank. Not a Louisiana sports fan, but I found your show and I came to 100.3. I'm totally like, thank you, Pete. That's awesome, man. Really appreciate that. Need a GM first. Let's see. Steven Trivia, what's up, T? Yeah, Edney was amazing last night. Brian Wynn, Brad Acosta, Trey Dykes, Robert would beat Blake Griffin in the chicken game. Absolutely, every time. Prove me wrong. Lowell, I protect Matt's honor on Twitter free of charge. Thank you, Lowell. I appreciate it, man. I don't worry about the trolls though, man. But if you want to get in there and be one of the foot soldiers, go get it, man. Pete, I think your sense of humor is a huge factor in your success. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it. You know what I do, seriously, though? You realize if you're on radio for 3 hours a day or 15 hours a week and as many hours you're on, you just take chances. Like, you do bits, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Like, all the stuff with Terrio and Jerry Sullivan, I mean, it was never, ever intended to be disrespectful, and I'll grant you sometimes it probably went too far. But you just take a chance in doing it to entertain people, and, you know, the problem is when people get their feelings hurt, they don't recognize it's a show. And, you know, last year in the fall when Jacques Doucet was doing that Gin Blossoms concert, I mean, we could have just read, you know, we could have just read copy. Hey, well, the Gin Blossoms are playing at the blah, blah, blah. Or you could actually try to do something creative and fun and put something together. So we did that whole, like, 1993 sports. We did do you remember that? We did like a faux sports show. It was me and Terrio and Jock and Haldane, and we acted like we were doing a sports show from what it would have sounded like in 1993, but all of our takes were wrong. Like, tell you what, man, this Joe Montana, he is finished, or whatever we were saying. Or Michael Jordan, he's done. If the Candyman, Michael Aloha Candy, it's his NBA now. Like, that sort of stuff's what we did. Anyway, but it's, you know, you take chances, and sometimes it was working, sometimes it won't. Stephen Langlois, Carrie LeBlanc, what's up? Debbie Black, let's say like T-Bob with his Game of Thrones thing. You know, puts a lot of work into that. I think it's silly and ridiculous, but it is silly and ridiculous. But a lot of people make it a point with listening, you know? You just take chances, do stuff like that. Hunt Palmer, what's up, Hoon Pal Mario? If y'all do not yet listen, every single day you should listen to the Hoops with Hunt daily LSU basketball podcast. It's at 1045ESPN.com. However you listen to podcasts, just search 1045 ESPN. Hunt publishes it every weekday morning, like 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. 20 minutes. This is a great time to get hooked on that. Make it part of your day. Totally plugged in. It's a great listen. You need your LSU basketball fix every day to get caught up on this team, things you need to know. You need to listen to Hunt's podcast every day. Hoops with Hunt, daily LSU basketball podcast, 1045ESPN.com. Awa Basan. Daddy's car.
Coffee.
Coffee. Blake Canfield, what's the story with the Orioles helmet behind you? I've been an O's fan since Big Ben. Ori? Oh, you heard me say Ori is Erica's uncle.
Daddy car.
Uncle Ori, but they call him O.
Daddy
So you hear me say
Papa.
So you heard me say when you said you've been an O's fan, so you heard me say I said Ori. So that is where is it? It's over there. That is autographed by Cal Ripken Jr. I just got an autographed batting helmet by Ripken. I was a big, like most people, man, just loved baseball when I was younger, and I still do love baseball. But when Ripken broke broke the record Gehrig streak, I was so hooked on that whole. I never a big Orioles fan or everything. Like I cheered for Ben McDonald when he was there, obviously, but was never a big fan of the Baltimore Orioles. But I loved the Ripken streak, the storyline, all that stuff. So I got hooked on that. So I think my parents got me that as a gift for my birthday one year. Ripken, I remember the date. It was September the 6th of 1996 when Ripken broke the streak. Daddy's car. How about that? September 6th, 96. 21:32. Gehrig's record was 21:31, and Ripken broke it 21:32. It was September 6th. How you like them apples? It's weird the things you remember, man, but I was big into that when that happened. So that's why I've had that ever since 20 years. 20, God, longer than that, 96. 23 years? It's things like that it's moments like that have been happening more and more in my life lately that make me feel old. Like when I realize I've had that thing for 23 years. It's like, anyway. Debbie Blackwell, good morning. Ron Yusi, good morning. Hunt Palmerio. Matt, headed to the course, say over under 83. Hunt, where are you playing?
Daddy car.
If you're playing your course, under 83 for you today.
Daddy car.
Daddy's car.
Yeah.
Sam Dupair. Dupair. Dupeire. I'm going Dupair. Sam Dupair. Steve Miller. No, I was meaning which happens first. Oh. LSU beats Bama in football. Bama beats LSU. I got you. Chicken. Hate to say it, Steven. It's probably Jim, because Bama's good in gym. They could probably get it done. Daddy's car. Alphabet race. Our bus, son. And I don't think LSU's got shut out in our own building against Bama last year, bro. And they ain't winning this year in Tuscaloosa. I don't want to get depressed this morning. I'm not going to talk about it. Carter Bryant. What's up, Carter Bryant? The power. Bruce Parker. What's up? Anthony, good morning. Anthony's the most negative baseball Twitter fan ever. I cannot wait for Anthony to return to Twitter this baseball season. Anthony, I look forward to that so much.
Big truck.
Big truck? Daddy's getting hungry, buddy. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Big truck.
What's the time limit? Because this might be years before any of these situations happen. Talking about the Bama LSU thing. Ben Clark, good morning, Ben. Mama's phone. Let me get my hands on you. Let me get my hands on you, little man. Laurel. Did you see Laurel yesterday on Mama's phone? I love you. Your hands are freezing, little boy. Shh. Hey, Mommy's sleeping. Shh. Okay, we do a few more. Let's see. Hey, look at that. My dad said you played Nord and won the championship. Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Don't go anywhere. Darn. Thought I had it. So my dad is referring to the fact that when I was in the first grade, my brother and I played Nord, and we played for Kenilworth, and we were the city champions. We went by weight, if I recall. We're like 87, 88 pounds, like the weight class or whatever. Or 85 to 95 pounds or whatever. And anyway, we got championship Letterman jackets, red with the K on it, Kenilworth Chiefs. We were awesome. And I thought I had my jacket in that closet, and I cannot. It's not in there. Now I don't know where it is. And now I was just looking for a picture. Thought I might have a picture framed or something somewhere. Oh well. I gotta find it. Jesse Mapes, good morning. Jerry Spurgeon, good morning. Craig Pullman, Lonnie Terrell, Justin Beard, Eddie Guidry, good morning, everybody. Everett Email, Kirk Taylor, good morning. You're fun, love the cookie jammies. He does too, man. Chase Livingston, what's up, everybody? I'm going to move quickly here so we can wrap this up and y'all can have y'all's day. Everton KC, good morning. That's awesome. The gymnastics team can beat Bama. Justin, I hope Devin White goes to the Packers. Why? Hope Devin White goes to the Saints. Well, that ain't going to happen. He'll be gone the first 10 picks. Matt, did you see the Terrell Owens interview? I did not. Todd Canterbury, good morning. George, Josh, and you were hilarious on the Fast Hour. Thanks, Joe. That was we had fun because like even though our personalities are so different, talking about Josh and it's like and the way we approach a radio show is so different. The constant is we both worked really hard and we're willing to take chances. Like we didn't want to just wing it or take calls. Like we wanted to organize segments and do bits and be creative and get good guests. And like we were similar in that regard, even though our personalities are so very different. And I think that's why that worked. That worked, man. That show actually got ratings. It's crazy. 1 hour show on an AM station at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like that's a lifetime ago, it feels like, but it's been 10 years. Let's see. But thank you. Adrian Smith, good morning from Houston. Moving back home to BR. How about that? Welcome back home, Adrian. That's awesome. Although I think the world of Houston, man. You know, it's weird because a lot of people in Baton Rouge make fun of Houston, but I got nothing but good things to say. You know, it's like my memory, of course, is going there because they saved Drew. So I'm like forever grateful. Good morning, Matt and Drew. Is that picture opposite your bookcase titled Coach?
Daddy Cough. Daddy
Picture
Cough.
opposite the bookcase.
Coffee.
I don't know what you're looking at. Picture opposite your bookcase. Oh, are you looking at this? That? I've mentioned this before. That's all of my ticket stubs from the 03 team. I had that made. I went to every game that year, home and away, and I had that made. That's all my ticket stubs from the year. So I mean, I had that made in 03. So, let's see. Oh, Blake, that's awesome. Ripken is a god. Patrick Kimmery, what's up, Patrick? Good morning. Matt have decided to boycott the Super Bowl, National Bowl, None-Day. Patrick, you should go to the Boycott Bowl down in NOLA. Fifth Ward Weeby, Partners in Crime, and a great list of acts. Now, when I talked to him yesterday, Fifth Ward Weeby told me it was at Champion Square, but then he came on the radio and said that's not confirmed yet. So we need to wait and see where they're going to do it. Champion Square would be awesome. I got it right, Sam? Sam said one of the few people to get my last name right. I'm a grammaticist. What can I say? Let's see. Stephen Bro, good morning. Rober. 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 Got it, Vicky. Rober. Elevator. Stephen Robeek. What's up, Stephen? Trivia, the difference between you and Josh taking chances is Josh gets fired. That's true. Like, Josh doesn't... So there's a line, and Josh doesn't just toe the line. Josh just ignores the line altogether and sprints to the other side. Like, that's absolutely the problem, for sure. All right. George driving back from a job. Appreciate you for watching, George. That's awesome, man. All right. Bubba A-Bear, good morning. We are done. We're at the end of the comments. Thank you all very much, as always, for watching. Love y'all. Appreciate the support. This is always fun. Fun way to start the day every day. So thanks for watching, as always. Locked on LSU podcast. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. And if you're like, I don't know podcasts, it's easy. If you have an iPhone or an Android, open up your podcast app. Like if you have an iPhone, you have an iTunes, like a podcast app that's on your phone. Just open that, go to the search button, search Locked On LSU. It'll pop up, and just hit the subscribe button. That's easy. And then it'll download to your phone every time I publish a new episode. And you can listen to it. All right. I guess I will take Drew now for a ride in Dada's car. George said nobody gets my lesson. Did I get it right? Retmeyer or Reitmeyer? R-E-I-T. I guess it could be Reitmeyer, but I don't think so. I would go George. I go Reitmeyer. R-E-I-T. Reit. George Reitmeyer. Yeah, George Reitmeyer. Yeah. Let me know if I got it right, George. All right, y'all have an awesome day. We'll see y'all mañana. Morning show. Locked on LSU. That show.